Hey guys, welcome back to the Coffee Tavern. I'm Donald Diggs, and I'm also here with Sky.
Everybody, how you guys doing? You guys had a good day. I hope everything's going well for you and everything's swell. Hey, let's get into the ideas and all the things we're gonna talk about today. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know,
so
put it down, write down.
as far as the cover of the day, we're gonna be talking about 2020 and some cartoons. As far as that, but I want to do a quick little thing first. So first off and foremost, welcome to 2021. We're shooting this still in 2020, but technically when y'all get this, it'll be Friday. It'll be 2021. So happy late New Year's. If that makes sense. So as far as that go, I mean, y'all y'all made it. Y'all here now. Y'all in 2021, even though this video is recorded in 2020.
Yeah, so pretty much, I know and I will be breaking down all the things we watch as kids. It's cartoons and all that and such. And we're gonna go down the list and we're gonna try to decipher which channel was better. We're mainly gonna be doing Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. Like throwing some Disney, but it's mainly been Cartoon Network versus Nickelodeon. We're talking about cartoons.
I mean, Nicktoons was always that neutral ground for like cartoons. Like Nicktoons had the more wilder shit, if that makes sense. They had the more like, what the hell am I watching?
Bro, Nicktoons was heat, bro. Nicktoons nowadays, you could, I mean, not nowadays, like a few years back, you could still go on there and like watch Danny Phantom, all those amazing shows as kids. Dude, Danny Phantom was goated. I don't care what anyone says.
All right. Let's think of it like this. Let's think of it like this. During the daytime, Nickelodeon didn't have shit because they did that fucking 30-minute gap so we can go outside, and then we all just switched over to Cartoon Network because Cartoon Network didn't do that. Cartoon
No,
Network didn't do that.
I actually feel you on kind of on that one where like they would put on like Nicktoons or whatever in the morning, like besides on Saturdays. That was pretty fucking whack. But
No, it
other
wasn't
than
even
that, like
Nicktoons. Remember when they had that like somewhere? It was one of the years. I don't remember. It was one of the years when we were little, and they did this like they cut off Nickelodeon for like hour and a half. They said go outside.
uh,
They said go outside and play. We'll be
oh, was
back
that
when
that
the
was it that Play 60 thing? They
yeah
were doing that.
yeah the
For that?
play
Oh
60,
yeah,
and it was like
yeah, I remember.
yeah, and they was like go outside, go have fun. My ass was smart. I said go where? Outside? All this air conditioner food in here? I'm about to go to Cartoon Network. I'm about to switch over
Exactly,
to
man.
I'm about to switch over to one of these other joints, and we're gonna get it popping.
Well, let's I guess we're just gonna discuss our favorite shows from the station.
Let's
What was
start
your
with
favorite from Cartoon Network?
alright. I'm about that action. So Kids Next Door had it first for me, I ain't gonna care. Every episode they was getting busy. No matter what they were doing, they was getting busy. I don't care who they was fighting. They was fighting teenagers, adults, everyone. The names were ready to eat. The names were ready to eat, bro. They was fighting
My
everybody.
motherfucking man. Codename Kid Next Door was my show as a kid. It just felt I always wanted to be part of their little club and their clubhouse. Cause like, bro, what kid didn't want to do secret agent shit?
That's actually factual. The bases and their villains were just like out of pocket. Like they had Count Spankula, and basically was like Spank's bad kids. like, like their villain names were like so weird. K and D villains, and this is all of them. All right, this is all of them. King Sandy, which was basically I guess a fifth grader who was like in charge of the sand pit on the playground, right? Night Brace, and Night Brace, all Night Brace did was like he just didn't like kids eating candy. He like cleaned their teeth and like he brushed their teeth or whatever. So like he had braces. Count Spankulot. He just beat kids. That's all he did, bro. He was a vampire who beat kids, and the only reason why he beat kids is because he beat naughty kids. That's it. The leader of the bunch was called Mr. Boss, which is a dumbass name. I ain't gonna cap.
You
Mr.
also gotta think like kids don't like being bossed around. Know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. So basically, Mr. Boss was he ain't care how old you were. You was getting a job. And then they had Sticky Beard. And Sticky Beard basically his dumb ass kept lollipops and candy in his beard. That's it. That's it, bro. That's all he did, bro. That's all he did, bro. And then of course there was a teenager, Cree Lincoln, and Cree Lincoln was number five's older sister. Which I'm surprised they lived in the same house and fought each other every day and just didn't. I guess when they got home they were like, all right, we gonna chill out.
Hey,
And
bro,
it
it was on site as hell when those two was on the screen, bruh.
hold on,
Looked
hold
like they
on.
was out for blood.
Yeah, hold on. I'm looking more. Then, what's that group of kids that were talking in unison? There was this dude who was above the boss, or above Mr. Boss, and his kids were like they were like in a cult. They had a dude who never took off his helmet, and everybody else talked in unison.
I don't know, but I do know who you're talking
The
about, and I
delightful
remember
children,
there.
the delightful children
Yeah,
down down the lane. Yeah,
used to creep me the fuck out.
bro, they just did not talk separately. They all talked in complete unison, and they never missed anything. When one of them was separated from the other, none of them talked. Like none of them could function.
Wild, dude.
And they always
Some
walked in a
soldier shit.
group. They never walked in separate lines. They always walked in a straight line. Like they always walked in a group formation where everyone could be seen. Never alone, never separated.
Alright, well, shit.
Just real
You
odd.
feel that? They used to creep me the fuck out, give me the fucking heebie-jeebies. But what was your favorite show from Nickelodeon?
Mm, let's be honest. No one watched Nickelodeon during the day. If you watch Nickelodeon during the day,
Okay,
you
okay, you better get out of here.
look. If you watch Nickelodeon during the day, what was you really watching besides SpongeBob and what else? What was the lineup? What was the lineup for like?
What was the lineup? Would you like me to go down the lineup
I ain't
for
gonna
you?
cap. I don't really remember what the lineup was. Like, what did they have that was really bumping during the daytime?
What was really bumping during the daytime, bro?
Besides
Actually, you know
SpongeBob,
what? I actually do agree with that. It was really like,
it was
because I was
slow.
one of those kids who would get up early. So like it was really the early morning for me. So like, you get up, you start off with like fucking Angry Beavers, Cat Dog,
But
Hey Arnold. You
look.
start off with all those bumpers.
Exactly. Cause look, we all know the most bumping shit played at nighttime. Nick at Night was it. That was it. You had Keenan and Kel, Hey Arnold, Angry Beavers. I don't think you had no.
Rugrats.
Yeah, you had
Had Rugrats.
Rugrats. You had yeah. You had Cat Dog.
And then Stimpy.
All that.
Yeah, bro. All
What's it
that was
called?
my shit.
Yeah, bro. Like you had a clean setup early in the morning, like 6 o'clock in the morning. Nick at Night would still be playing. You're not getting shit outs for the rest of the day. You getting SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents. Like that was the lineup.
That's what it was. Fairly Odd Parents, bro. Fairly Odd Parents was heat. Like you can also talk about like Nicktoons as well, bro, because Nicktoons had like they had some bumping shows. When I grew up,
Nicktoons,
Nicktoons would play like Danny Phantom and all like the like not really the older cartoons, but like cartoons from like the early 2000s. It was about that action.
bro.
And El Tiga, I watch like they had everything.
Thank you. All right, so look, I'm glad you said that. They had a more crispy lineup than anything. Like Nicktoons, they had that stuff right. They had LT Gray, Invader Zim, Danny Phantom. I'm trying to think of what else they had. They had
Avatar.
Tech. Yeah, they had Avatar. Come on now. They had Avatar. They had what's that show? Tech. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah, I
Tech
know
and
what
the
you're talking
Power
about.
of Juju. Yeah, they had that. Come on now. Come on, that was a crisp lineup, bro. That was a crisp lineup, bro. Come on now.
Yeah, but Cartoon Network also had a crisp lineup. They had K&D, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Johnny Bravo. They had like just straight heat playing all day. Teen Titans. They just had straight flames all damn day. Ed and Eddie, bro. Like,
Ed and Eddie, they had their stuff. They had their stuff. Ed and Eddie for sure had they had their little play part. They basically they taught kids to hustle. Right? They taught kids to grind. They said, "Hey,
it's
yo,
like,
you want a quarter? You gotta go outside and work for that quarter."
oh God, bro. They was really like they was really getting active in the streets, bro. And even though none of the cul-de-sac kids liked them, bro, they was still on their grind.
Bro, and all the cul-de-sac kids still came to their spot to get whatever they wanted to get from them. Like, so one of the
Exactly.
kids, like, hey, like at a time they had a gold mine. They had jawbreakers out the bag, and they said, "Oh, y'all want some jawbreakers?" All right, cool. I remember when Ed said, "I'm bigging up the biggest scheme ever of all time." He went to the store, bought all the jawbreakers, and said, "Oh, you want jawbreakers? You know that used to cost 75 cents. All right, cool. I'm gonna need $1." Like,
Exactly, bro. He flipped the pack, bro. He was moving it. He was moving jawbreakers, bro. But wait, out of the like two creepiest shows on both of them, creepiest show for me on like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon was Courage. Courage the Cowardly Dog creeped me the fuck out.
Curtis Cowley
Like,
Dog taught me
bruh.
like it taught me just don't fuck with people that knock on your door at night. Like it's plain and
Told
simple.
me to fuck with nobody. What do you mean,
Don't
bro?
talk to
It was that
nobody.
that was the episode where like they were just watching the commercial and like one of them like like disguised as Muriel, and, like try to take over her life or something, bro.
And then Courage was like, "Hey yo, you acting different, cuz like I'm gonna need to see some identification."
Exactly, bro. Man, Courage is just so
And
creepy.
not even
The one
that.
that,
Remember when he used to
cre-
go up in the attic?
oh yeah, and talk to the computer.
Yeah.
Facts, bro.
Yeah,
For Nickelodeon, Invader Zim. Invader Zim was wild.
yeah, no, Invader Zim was on some other stuff. Actually, Invader Zim was type heat, and here's why.
What was
And
he? It was just creepy.
yeah, it was creepy, but it was a cool creepy. Like he had a spider backpack, and his backpack carried him everywhere. He had Gurr,
Bro,
and basically his goal was to take over Earth, right? And I'll never forget the last episode. The last episode was like a Christmas special, and Zim disguised himself as Santa and started teleporting humans to the Armada or to the fleet, or whatever. And Vader Zim didn't care. Like he ain't give no care of who or of spite anyone was giving him. Like the tallest, they weren't even tall, bro. They was in a robot suit.
exactly.
Exactly. So they just built a robot suit and they were like, oh yeah, we're tall, alright, bet. And then they assigned invaders to, assign them a planet to take over, right? Cool. But then they gave Zim the hardest planet. They gave him Earth, bro. They were like, yo, go take Earth.
They didn't take him seriously.
They didn't take him seriously. And he still did an invasion. He still did his job. He still took them out at the end of the day. Like the tallest would call on him to make sure if he was dead or alive, and they were hoping that he was dead. And Zim just picked up the phone like, "Hey yo, I'm on my next mission. Like this last mission failed, but I'm gonna stick with this John. I'm gonna get this plane in the bag for y'all." And hung up the phone. Now the thing that pisses me off, Zim, like for him to like always be seen as an alien and then no one like pick it up is what annoyed me, because it's like I didn't like Dib. Dib was just a big snitch. Understandable. He was trying to protect his planet. I respect that. I get that. But mind your damn business. Zim at home.
But,
Look. Zim would be at home not doing nothing, right? Dib knocking
yeah,
the door. What you doing, Zim? Like, bro, mind your business.
but you also gotta think, bro. Like people are just fucking blind. Not see a green dude with a fucking shit mullet in your fucking classroom, and there's like, oh, hello, Zim. Like, bro, what do you mean?
Bro, it's not even just that. He was like, he probably just has a skin condition. And Dib was like, bro, he's got antennas. He was like, that's not antennas, that's his headphones. I was like, what?
Oh god, this motherfucker. I would have left. I'm like, fuck it, take the planet, bro.
Yeah, bro, I ain't
I'm
gonna
like, y'all can have this rock, bro. I'm gonna go live on some like fucking asteroid by myself.
Bro, it's not even just that. His dad was literally fueling the planet. Like he was literally he was Elon Musk of that planet. And still didn't believe his son when he was like, hey yo, there's aliens out here, dog. Like
Exactly.
his sister performed in a cult. And what look, and his sister knew that the alien was real. And then Dad was like, hey, yo, Taz, you gotta go tell her dad, like maybe he'll believe you. He was like, Dad. She was like, plain and simple, she was like, Dad, there's aliens. She was like, yeah, okay, go back to your cartoons. Like, what?
Bruh. Bro, also, I have a question. What cartoon did you want to be in?
I ain't gonna cap. It most likely be Kids Next Door because they got acted. But besides the Kid Next Door, I don't want to say I'll be in Danny Phantom because they get haunted way too much. I ain't trying to relax and see Danny walk in my room talk about something. Hey, yo, there are ghosts in here.
Yeah, bruh. Also, me personally would have been fucking Fairly Odd Parents. If you two motherfuckers literally giving you whatever the hell you want because your babysitter sucks. This motherfucker literally got made fun of at school, and his babysitter was literally an asshole, and this man gets Fairly Odd Parents.
It's
Like,
not
bro,
just,
I didn't like my babysitter, and I got bullied at school. Where are my Fairly Odd Parents?
yeah, honestly. You know what I also thought about? Like, let's be honest. I'd probably say I would have been an Avatar because it was chill if you just lived in the right tribe. Like you lived in the right nation, you
bro, they really was like the Fire Nation really busted down the door talking about some, yeah, you want to keep your stuff or you want to keep your kneecaps?
Yeah, like let's be honest, like if you was in the right nation, you was good. I'm surprised the Water Tribe didn't just go fuck the Fire Nation up because the water cancels out fire. Being that as it was, the only reason why that the Fire Nation did so well is because they had technology. Cool. Why don't the three of y'all nations gang up and go whoop their ass? Like, what was holding y'all back from really grouping up and beating their ass?
Well, the problem with that is that there was only two nations that were still established. There was the Earth Nation, and there was the Water Tribe. Air
Oh
nomads were fucking.
yeah, because the air nomads were
So,
gone.
so I even if those two did team up, they weren't gonna be able to break down that technology. So it really did take the Avatar and his friends to deal with them. So
Yeah,
like,
because they had
like
all four elements at the same time, and they just went and whooped his ass. Not even just that, but Aang was like, "All right, bet. You want me to do what? You want me to liberate the world? All right, cool. Got y'all. Here's what we about to do. You, and you come with me. We just gonna go straight there and go whip his ass, bro."
my most hype moment on that, bro, was when he found out that like they muzzled Appa. He said, "You muzzled Appa." He started going crazy. He was right there. That motherfucker was out for blood. Avatar Kyoshi energy, bro. He was out for blood.
He said,
100%.
He said nobody's going to bed until we find Appa on God.
Like, Aang, we're tired. We'll find him in the morning. No.
Don't leave till we get the homie.
Like, we need to get Appa. Bro, that arc kind of pissed me off as a kid, bro, because I'm like, damn, bro, like, when the hell is he gonna get Appa? Like,
Zuko came in clutch though, because Zuko realized that was the Aang's air bison and said, "All right, I'm gonna let him free while I'm in here doing my own little thing." He said,
nah, that was Iroh.
That
Iroh
was
was like, Zuko did let him free, but Zuko was originally gonna capture him because he let go of it when he was in the Earth Tribe, but when he went back there, he was like, "Yo, I can get this and restore my honor," because he still wanted that, like, that honor thing. And Iroh was like, "What you gonna do when you get his bison? You just gonna hold it until the Avatar comes to find you and ends you?" He was just like, "I don't know what to do." He was like, "Bro, just let him free. Like, we don't have any business with that. Let it go." He's like, "Your father doesn't love you." Like, damn.
that's facts. Another thing is, Boomerang had some shit. All right, Boomerang had. I know Boomerang wasn't really in the fold as a popping cartoon, but if you watch Boomerang at the right hour, you can catch some heat.
Yeah, that Looney Tunes, yeah, that Looney Tunes was wild.
Yeah, they had art. They had Looney Tunes. They had Samurai Jack. What's that show? No, that was on Cartoon Network. I'm thinking
Right, that
Rex,
was on Cartoon Network.
Generator Rex.
That was on Cartoon Network as well.
Yeah, that was on Cartoon Network. What else they have? They
Cartoon
have
Network, they have everything, bro. I'm pretty sure Boomerang was bought by Cartoon Network.
yeah, because then Samurai
They
Jack
had
started
Looney
popping up on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's facts. Samurai Jack did start popping up on what's it called? I never understood how Cartoon Network bought Adult Swim.
It was probably just like a deal they just made. Like,
Yeah, but it was
I
like
gotta
it was
think.
odd because remember like 8 o'clock they'd be like, all right, time for Adult Swim. Like
Yeah, they would be like 8 o'clock, be like, "Good night, see you in the morning." They're like, "Bro, like, what is this?"
yeah,
Where
and
I
then
stayed
all
up
you,
for my first
bro,
episode of Adult Swim, bro.
every hour, every 8 o'clock hour, all you heard was dun, 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 dun. It was King of the Hill, and I was like, bro, turn this shit off. This shit is not the wave.
I really felt like I was doing something wrong every time watching Adult Swim. It
So did
like
I.
really like
I felt like I was in another dimension. I was like, damn. I was like, this was adults really be watching. I was like, they be watching Family Guy and this, that, and the third. And then the
yeah,
Robot
bro.
Chicken came on, but Robot Chicken is done. It don't bring no laughter no more. Like as a kid, yeah, because now you're exposed to jokes that
Like,
you just didn't get. But now that
yeah,
you're older, it's like I'm not watching Robot Chicken. Where the hell Toonami at?
exactly. Now that you're older, you're like, bro, nobody's gonna watch Robot Chicken. They could just watch something else. Robot Chicken isn't funny anymore.
It's not.
It's
It's really
bad.
bad. Like the jokes are all cliche, or they just don't make any sense, and then everything else is just the actual garbage. But as far as that being said, I mean, I ain't gonna cap. This is where boys became men. Is when you seen the space dude talking to Cortana, and he was like, "All right, let's see the lineup." I was like, "What?" And she was like, "All right, 8 o'clock we got Dragon Ball Z." Rolling up on 9, we got Cowboy Beboopity, and I was like,
Oh, Cowboy Bebop was lit, bro.
They said at 10 o'clock we gonna add in a little One Piece. I was like, oh yes, sir.
And then at 5 a.m. or like 4 to 5 a.m. they had Samurai Jack. At 5 a.m. they had Inuyasha, dude.
Exactly. And
That
then they said,
was the heat.
look, all that was heat. It was the rumble. Soon as 6 o'clock came, hey, Nettie, and I was like, don't. I was like, oh
And
damn.
bro, I was vibing.
I was like, oh damn. My aunt, I ain't gonna cap. When I was be at my aunt's house, I used to go on the weekends, so I knew as soon as Saturday hit, I'm not going to bed for nothing, cause all the clean lineup about to come on.
Exactly, bro. And that was when Toonami ran through like the whole night.
Yeah,
Like
Toonami
now,
took the night.
Toonami runs to like it runs to like 12, like 8 to 12 or some whack shit like that. No, that shit used to run from 8 o'clock all the way to 5 in the morning.
Yeah, they definitely had the lineup. I ain't gonna cap. Anime for me is like is different. But before I get myself into talking about anime, leave in the conversation what y'all thought was the best. Like, be honest. Like, I want honest opinions. Like, what y'all think was the bumping channel? Like, what was y'all bumping channel? Like, was it Nickelodeon? Disney XD had some stuff, but it was just more.
That was more later. That wasn't really still our childhood though.
Yeah, no.
That was a little later though.
But
Like, of
yeah.
course, it had
Oh
like
yeah,
it was
yeah, true. Cause
healthy or whatever,
we didn't
but
see
like
Disney XD till we were like 12.
Phineas and Ferb was fucking heat as hell.
Yeah, that shit was. Yeah, before I dive myself into anime, let's really break down some of these shows and what the hell they were about. Like, let's be honest. Hey Arnold was really about orphan kids who lived with his grandpa and grandma and one of those. What are those buildings called? Because it was more than one person in that joint. Like, it
What do you
was
mean?
the granddad's house, but he rented out rooms. It was a
I don't
complex
know.
or something.
Like everybody in that house, like it was like one big family, which like was really cool to
Yeah,
see.
like,
Like, you know,
yeah, see it from a a different angle of what people some people actually live through. Cause like his granddad owned the house, but he rented out rooms. You know what I'm saying? To like pay the bills and all that, which is understandable. He had a breakfast. He had a bed and breakfast. That's how he was paying the bills.
had a bed and breakfast. I don't know if it was a bed and breakfast.
Well, think about it, cause like it was his house. He
But
rented
a
out
bed
the
and
room.
breakfast is more of like a hotel, like a one night stay room. It was like a rooming house almost.
Yeah, something
Like
like that.
they had just had like everybody there. It's just so cool to see like the perspective of everybody's life. And the Christmas episode for it was really good. Haven't watched it, highly recommend it.
Hey Arnold was doing a good amount of stuff as far as when it came to content wise and exactly what the episodes were going to be about. Because at the end of each episode of Hey Arnold, you was just left with like, damn, like he really just did that shit. Like he really just helped that person out or whatever. Like he really did just go through this or whatever.
He was a really sweet kid, man.
Yeah, like it was a good feeling. It was a good feeling as far as Hey Arnold went. Now, the real people know everybody hate Chris came on. That was it. You was laughing.
Bro,
That
everybody
whole
hate Chris wasn't
episode.
even on like, bro. That was like BET, bro. That was not any cartoon or nothing,
Yeah,
bro.
no, that wasn't. It was BET because everyone
It
was
was
watching
BET, bro. Nobody, they would not play that on Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network
at all. Why do I have
at
a
all.
feeling like they played it at night? Like they played at nighttime.
Oh,
No,
they had Fresh Prince of Bel Air,
there we
which
go. That's what it was. Fresh Prince of Bel
amazing,
Air.
bro.
All good shows, like all good. Family Matters. All good shows. All good shows. All good shows. All good shows.
You had
All
Nick
good
Cannon
shows.
at Nick at Night, bro. It was wild,
All good
bro.
shows. All good shows. And then every year they did the Nick Choice Awards.
Yeah, bro.
Like, come on. They had some stuff. But alright then, yeah, leave in the comment section what y'all think. Y'all best bumping channel as far as the three we just named. Nickelodeon, Nicktoons, and Cartoon Network. Boomerang don't count because Boomerang got bought by Cartoon Network as far as that.
Include Disney too, yeah. Include
Yeah.
Disney too for you guys.
And
Just
for
give
people
us some like ideas, man.
for people that didn't have cable, what was bumping on Cubo? Cause I ain't gonna cap. I had Cubo for a good 2 years, bro.
Bro, I had Cuba for a good 2 years too, bro. So it was bumping on that, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna be a minute before we get into anime.
Oh, be a
Cubo
minute, bro. We gonna
Cubo had one Chris lineup. They had Jane and the Dragon, and they had He-Man. I was bumping as soon as He-Man turned on. I was
yeah.
like,
Also, they got rid of Cubo Night Owl, which had like He-Man, She-Ra, Brave Star. What was
yeah.
it? Class of the Titans, bro. Class of the Titans was fucking goated, bro. They did have the OG Thundercats. Had a bunch of good stuff, bro.
Oh, they had. Can you find Carmen San Diego?
Yes, bro. Carmen San Diego, bro. That's where it was at,
Yeah,
bro.
they had it. They had a Chris lineup. As soon as 8 o'clock came on, and all you heard was "By the power of Grayskull," you was like, "It's my time."
It was like 12. They would
12.
they would have it at night for like when like the kids went to sleep. That's how you know they were old ass cartoons, bro. Cause my mom used to watch fucking He-Man with me.
True.
I was like, damn, bro, like shit, got me feeling old. Shit, she fucking ancient watching He-Man, bro. The He-Man was heat, bro.
I ain't gonna cap. I feel like Thundercats did better on Cartoon Network on Toonami because it was more, the animation for it was more crisp. Wasn't all, retro, you know what I'm
Like
saying?
the newer Thundercats that came out, where like everything was so crisp. It looked like the newer Voltron Force. Have you ever seen that? Like, bro, it was so clean. Like, it was actually like animation was beautiful, and that's probably why I got so much traction was because like, bruh, it was like the first. It was like one of the first like cartoons like after like Teen Titans and all that, like have like an anime feel to a cartoon.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Because they was getting on there. I ain't gonna lie, they was doing their thing as far as content went for that channel, or for the episodes of Thundercats and all that. You know what I'm saying? It was nothing too bad. But as far as that, I mean, we get pick it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I agree with you.
Yeah, man, Cubo, like, bruh, listen, I understand, bro. I remember being an antenna kid, bro. You only had a few channels, had nothing, bro. Cable was wildin'.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
You had to watch. You had to watch.
To be honest with you, Cuba was more of like they had shows that like I feel like weren't even in the country, and you just got them because you got them. Like that's it. Because they never aired on
Nowhere.
any actual main cable. It was always, always on the antenna. Like it was never on any cable. Like you try to look for the shows on cable, no, you're not getting none of that. You know what you about
Yeah,
to
of
get?
course.
You about to get this right here. And they smacked you with Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon. You was like, oh fuck you, bro. Like it was never on any main cable channels, like at all.
Yeah, because the shit was made by Teletoon. Like most of those cartoons were made by Teletoon. Which
Fair.
one, Teletoon Online, like, bruh, you can't tell me that you didn't like that stuff online. Teletoon Online was like, it was one of those OG things. Like they let like people put up their own cartoons and stuff like that. It was really nice. Like a lot of their shows came from Teletoon, and Teletoon is a larger part of my childhood, bro.
Mm, fair enough. I agree with that.
Any cartoons that remind you of 2020?
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Courage the Cowardly Dog, man. Oh my
This
god.
show was always on some shit. Every episode, it just made you feel
Always on
like
some shit, bro.
every episode there was never
Yeah.
no chill. Every episode, Courage was fighting for his life.
Oh my god, bro. He's trying to keep his family together in that little
Yeah,
house.
he was fighting for his life. There was only a few times where they actually drove into town, and Courage was like, "Why do we live here? Why do we
I'm
live?
sick of getting abducted and shit, bro.
Yeah, like why do we live in the middle of fucking nowhere? Ain't a house in sight, not a glass of water, nothing.
Fucking shit in sight.
All there is a windmill. It was a house and a windmill. And the narrator even knew that place was trash. The narrator before the show even came on, he was like, welcome to Courage the Cowardly Dog Show, and yada yada yada. This place gets, a lot of weird activity because it's in the butt creek of nowhere. Like,
In the middle of nowhere, like, bruh.
yeah, no, exactly. He said, welcome back to the Courage the Cowardly Dog Show, where Courage lives in the butt of nowhere. Like he lives in Nowhereville. Like,
Abandoned as a pup, he was found by Muriel, who lives in the middle of nowhere. It's up to Courage to save his new home.
where strange things happen every single day. And the narrator was like, I'm only here to narrate the show. I don't really understand what's going on here. I'm just here to, just observe and watch. Like a weirdo, like, bro, like, what? And that's when Courage
feel it.
broke the fourth wall and was like, excuse me? What did you say?
One more show I gotta bring up, bro. Chowder. Chowder was literally probably my favorite show as a kid.
Honestly.
The whole show was just funny. They broke the fourth wall all the damn time. Like they're just like, yeah, no, our animation, like can't pay for it to get animated. Like they had that car wash scene. It was just so cool, man. It was so sick for me as a kid. I was like, wow, that's so cool.
Honestly, well, to be honest, Chowder he was like that anti-synth. Every episode, I ain't gonna cap. I feel like Chowder should have gave her a chance, you know what I'm saying? But Panini was on him every single episode. She was on him more than Helga. Because Panini didn't care. She let you know up front, like, hey yo, I like you. Like I want you. Helga was
Oh my
on
God,
some
bro.
Helga was on some I gotta hide, I gotta not let him know what I'm saying. I gotta keep it to myself. Panini, no, she was with it from day one. She was like, hey yo, I'm gonna get some of that. Like she wasn't really like quiet about it. Like anytime she seen Chowder, she was like, my num nums. Like what?
Bro, on God, bro. And then every time she would see Chowder, hi, Chowder.
And then my
Bro,
boy
it's like,
Chowder
this
would come.
motherfucker instantly be like, I'm not your boyfriend.
He
Bro,
come.
and Gorgonzola was a hating ass bitch, bro. I don't
hate-
care, bro. Gorgonzola was a hater, bro.
Yo,
He'd get so mad when Panini would beat his ass.
Gorgonzola was not about the wave, and it would made me think Chowder should have gave her a chance. Is every time Gorgonzola talked shit, Panini was on him on site. She was like, "Listen, you're not gonna be talking about my man like that."
You don't be talking about my num nums like that. Or that episode where he was trying to tell her like, I'm not your boyfriend. She's like, wow, you wrote me a song.
He's like, "Yeah,
Bro.
I sure did. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your."
Bro, she was dull as hell, bro.
He was like, "I'm not your boyfriend."
Shit was so out of pocket, bro.
Gorgonzola, yeah,
Hater.
he came back on a few episodes where we were like, all right, we're gonna give you this W for this time, and this time only, because every other episode you was being a straight bitch, bro. Like, no. Gorgonzola, on the other hand, he had some moments where he pulled in. He came in clutch when they had that blackout and they needed to use Gorgonzola's head as a light to go turn the city power back on. He said, "Hey, yo, I ain't gonna cap Gorgonzola. We're gonna need you to keep your light real bright." He said, "Yo, if my light go out on this journey, I swear I'm gonna beat y'all."
Oh man, bro. That was my shit, dude.
He was like, "We fighting on everything. I promise you, if this light go out, and we rumbling. I don't care if it's dark."
Who else was it, bro? Oh, Schnitzel, bro. Probably the best. He's like probably one of my favorite characters on that show too, bro.
Schnitzel was the original about getting to his bag and going home.
Real, bro. Motherfucker was literally saying rada rada rada, and everybody could feel his fucking pain, bro. The amount of pain. You can hear the pain in his voice of him having to do everything. Fucking hell, dude.
Cook the food, serve the food, deliver the food, clean.
Yeah, carrying that big ass cake on his back, bro. Like,
And trying to get with Schnitzel, and Schnitzel was not bumping with it.
he was not about it, bro.
Endine would come in there, she told me like, "I just need a big, strong, husky man to come pick up these barrels of food." And you know, Schnitzel, he wouldn't really catch on to it. He'd just be like, "All right, you know, rada rada." Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, motherfucker literally, she'd be hitting him. She's like, "Hey, who's cute?" He's like, "Rada rada."
Yeah, like he'd be confused, and then he'd just go pick up the barrels and put them in the house, and then she'd be like, "Looks like I don't got any money. Looks like I might have to pay another way." And I'd be like, "Bro, like, is this a kid show anymore?" Like,
For real, bro. Yeah, this motherfucker taking his damn like apron off.
yeah, like,
Yeah, just like, yeah, you have to do it shirtless. He was like, yeah, strike a pose, motherfucker. Bro, this shit took me out, man.
cartoons back in the day had no chill. They did not care about your feelings. They said you gonna listen, you gonna like it. That's it.
Exactly.
We took the time to animate it. Now you got an option. You can either go to a different channel, or you can sit here and watch 23 minutes of Chowder.
50 minutes of Chowder was like the best time of my childhood.
No, I can't cap. Can't lie. Let's dive on into the anime section of what's going down. So recently, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it honest. Anime back in the day, they had more nostalgic like stuff playing. Like, they had stuff that just made you think and really opened the like. I ain't gonna cap. Here's how you know this is where you turn from a boy to like, oh yeah, I'm on my grind. Is when Toonami came on, and Toonami was like, all right, let's look at that lineup again. Like, you know, back to referring for what I said earlier, they was like, all right, let's look at this lineup. And Naruto came on, and you to me and tell me you ain't watch an episode of Naruto and ever feel inspired to work out or do something. I don't know what to tell you, because Naruto had me in my bag. I was like, oh, word? Believing? All right, bet. I'm a sure as hell believing, bro.
Naruto was about it when he was a kid, man.
Naruto,
bro, he literally knew his goal and was literally spent his whole life going for it, man.
Bro, we literally grew up with Naruto. I remember him in the 3rd grade, bro.
He grew up alongside that motherfucker.
It wasn't until I was 16 till I seen Naruto actually bag Hinata and become the Hokage. I was like, dang, the homie really out here.
He achieved it.
Yeah, he got his goal. You know what I'm saying? Here's why I bump with anime the way I do. It's not just cartoons. I ain't gonna care. if you really watch anime, like you really have a genre that you like cooking, you like boxing, you like fighting, you like adventure. Anime got all that shit. You just gotta make sure you find the right thing that you watching. For example,
Yeah, like I would describe anime would be like a book. Like, like people say like, books aren't for everybody, but I find that like not true. 'Cause I was like that. I was like, yeah, I ain't fucking reading. Why would I read when I could just go do something else? When I found like books that were like catered toward my interest, I actually felt like reading them.
yeah, no, I get what you're saying. And it's not even just that, bro. It's like it has such a feeling to it that really connects with you with the character. Like, all right, for example, I don't know if y'all ever seen a Record 7, right? Like, Sky, you seen a Record 7? You seen that?
Yeah, I have. Why?
You know what I'm talking about, Renton Thurston?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
All right, bet. All right, look. So now I can actually talk about it. A Record 7, if those of you that don't know, it's about this boy named Renton Thurston, and him and his grandpa passed away, he was living by himself, right? And all he wanted was some adventure. Like, he just wanted, to be a part of this group. I forget what they were called, but they were like, for example, it's not the exact name, so don't quote me on it. We're just gonna call him Star 7, right? He wanted to be part of this group called Star 7. He wanted to really like get to know them or whatever, like be a part of the gang or whatever. And then one day he goes outside and he's just doing a normal thing that he did every day. You know what I'm saying? And he wind up meeting the leader of the gang, just off randomness. And then the gang member took him in, and he left his home behind and was in space for a majority of the time, right? The majority of the rest of his life, put it like that. Along the way, he's just looking at the stars and whatever. He's like, I ain't never thought I'd get out here, see all this stuff and do the things I'm doing. Like, this is a good adventure that I'm on. It's a new pace of life. As he's going along, he winds up meeting, one of the crew members on the ship. It was a girl. Her name was Areka. Or was it Areka? Sky? It was Areka, right?
I believe so.
She, and she was peeping bull. Him and her were talking, and whatever, and they started a little romance, right? But again, they're outlaws, so they're criminals. So they're constantly getting hunted down. I'm not going to spoil the show. The show's called Record 7. You can watch it on Funimation or Crunchyroll Premium. But it let the nostalgic it let the nostalgic feeling of, man, like that's what love is. Like he stuck with that person through all that, and they still found each other in the end. Like I'm not a softie. I ain't gonna lie. A good romance anime do put your boy in the feels. I ain't gonna cap. It left me with a cry, bro, because the ending was sad. But it was a good ending. It was a good, strong, and meaningful ending. But I'm not gonna spoil it though. So you can go ahead and watch it if you want to go watch it. But as far as that being in the place, it's a feeling that I can't describe. It's a feeling that you gotta experience for yourself as far as when going into anime. Like some people might say, yo, anime is like cartoonish. I had person's head getting cut off ain't really cartoonish, I ain't gonna cap.
I'm fucking spitting right now, dude. I definitely feel that, dude. Like, I remember watching a different anime. They just gave me like, like you ever watch anime and it gives you like a new like perspective on life.
Yeah, and it
Like
mainly be
you
like,
just start appreciating things more in your life. You see simple things like throughout the day, and you're like, damn, bro, like them in that show couldn't do it. Like, imagine how it would feel to be like, say, like Attack on Titan. Imagine how it would feel to literally just be confined to those walls, not go anywhere. Like, how would that feel?
yeah,
Like, you'd feel like a damn bird in a cage.
it wasn't even as far as like Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan it left an odd feeling. And now going into the last season, those of you that don't know, the dubs for Attack on Titan on Funimation air every Friday. As far as I'm knowing of, I'm waiting for the season to completely come dub before I watch anything. I'm trying not to spoil myself or nothing. But as far as that go, I mean, just some anime out there that really do have you like in the feels. For example, or another good example. Not even Naruto. Some of the slice of life anime back in the day really had you just like really down bad. Like they had you just thinking like, all nonstop. I'm trying to think of one that like left me like, wow, like that's crazy, or like, wow, that's Cowboy Bebop wasn't a slice of life anime. It was a little bit in like maybe 1 or 2 episodes out of the season that it had, but the rest of it was really about Spike just trying to survive. Like it really wasn't nothing else. It was really him just trying to survive. Like in the beginning episode, he said, "I don't want women, children, or kids or animals I just said kids twice. On my ship. And towards the end, he got all those things that he didn't want on his ship. like,
Yeah, pretty much.
it's not even just that. He really didn't care what they did. He literally was just living day to day. That's all he was doing. He was in space, living day to day. Going into that, trying to think of a good example of a show that really had you like, damn, like, wow, I want that.
Well, while you're thinking about that, I'm gonna go a little further into Cowboy Bebop and Spike's situation. Like, man, Spike was like, I wanted to be Spike. Spike was like, he was always cool. He was always usually calm, collected, and he made me like. It sounds stupid, but as a kid, it made me want to smoke cigarettes because like you'd always see him with like a cigarette in his mouth, and he'd just be vibing. Like, bro, like, wouldn't you want to do that? Like, and he was just sitting on a spaceship and like and living day to day, and like he just like, listen, bro, you gotta think, bro. You can't tell me as a kid you never like had candy cigarettes.
I haven't. I don't eat candy.
Oh yeah, I forgot you don't eat candy like that. Man, sucks to suck. But
Whoa. Roll that back. Roll that back.
Man, that's cool. I'm doing what fucking Spike does. Like all my favorite characters do. And like, you know, now that I look back on, I'm like, damn, bro, that's pretty stupid. But yeah, man, Spike's living day to day. He was living the best he could, you know what I mean? Living the best way he could.
I finally found the anime I'm thinking of. So like, alright, I'm gonna put it in the best possible words without even naming an anime. Before I get into that, don't do drugs. Alright? Don't smoke. Don't do that.
Don't smoke cigarettes. Don't do none of that.
I don't know what Sky was thinking when he said that sentence. But kids,
as a kid.
Yeah, as a kid, you was thinking about it.
Yeah, not now. I'm cool, dude.
Yeah, no. Don't smoke. No, your lungs, they go wheeze at the end of the day. At the every sentence, you won't go start breathing real heavy, gasping for air. Anyhow, as far as that being said, so I'm gonna get real technical and I'm gonna get real serious. Because not only is this a topic that is actually a good one to talk about, it actually makes sense. So, for example, you finally find something like an anime that really makes you think and really makes you think about life and what you want to do. And I'm gonna have to name an anime, unfortunately. I thought I was gonna be able to do it without naming one, but like Dragon Ball, for example. I'm gonna just do something everyone knows. Everybody knows Dragon Ball. If you don't watch anime, you know what Dragon Ball is.
Exactly.
Dragon Ball. Goku taught you, like, hey, yo, like, you could be calm and, you know, whoop someone's ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be relaxed. So, like, growing up, I ain't gonna lie. You know, shout out to my grandfather, because my grandfather really put me on to anime. I ain't gonna lie. My grandfather had the whole box set when Goku was a kid, teenager, going into Z and Z Kai and GT, right? I didn't have to watch it on Nicktoons, right? So it'd be me and him watching, you know, Dragon Ball, whatever. And Goku be like, I gotta get stronger. Like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I gotta protect the planet. And he'd do that stuff. Like, he was really about what he was talking about. Like, he didn't just talk and then not have it backed up. No, he talked and had it backed up. Granted, he was a Saiyan, but he still worked for what he got. You know what I'm saying? Like, he still did what he did to get to where he was at the end of the day. He didn't take no easy shortcuts because of his race. No, he actually worked and, you know, was on that grind to do what he needed to do. He trained his body. You know what I'm saying? Like, he fought with the strongest people. And, you know, eventually he died. But then the Dragon Balls brought him back. So it was more of like, Goku wasn't afraid of death because he just knew his homies was going to get the Dragon Balls and wish him back to life, bro.
The way I saw Dragon Ball as a kid was more of like, you know, everyone like had that goal.
Yeah, they had that
Goku's
goal
goal
to reach
was
something.
He was just trying to get strong. You could say for Vegeta's goal was literally just to get stronger than Goku. Like, literally, Frieza's goal was literally to be like the emperor of everything.
Yeah, there's no way he's reaching that goal with Beerus alive. I'm telling you that now.
Exactly. Everyone had a goal. Even Beerus had a goal when he was looking for a strong enough opponent to fight him besides Whis. Like, you know, so that led him to his whole search and all. But like, everyone in almost every anime has a goal that they want to achieve. Your goals may take a long time. It may not come as fast as you want them. They'll come. And when they get here, you better be ready for them.
Yeah, like he was more about like business that makes sense. And it's not even just that. I started watching One Piece. I was like 11, right? One Piece is about this pirate named Monkey D. Luffy, aka Luffy, part of the Straw Hat Pirates, you know. And Luffy had a goal. He said, "Hey, I'm gonna gather about 10 people, and then I'm gonna go become the king of the pirates." Anime isn't just a show, right? And here's why I say that. Shows nowadays, they get like 4 seasons and they done. They get like 2 seasons and they done. Or they don't really even have a plot. They just doing things. You know what I'm saying? And granted, those shows were heat. Ed and Eddie, they was just doing things, but it was heat. Kids Next Door, they were just doing things. And you know what I'm saying? It was heat still. But anime really gave you that, wow, like, I'm really seeing what they're doing to get to that. Like, I'm really seeing everything that they're going through to reach what they wanted to get in their hands. One Piece, if you watch One Piece when the shit first came out, which was 1998, and you watch it from now to now, I don't even know how you alive. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll take that back. You probably like 50, 60, something like that. But you old. Bottom, yeah, you old. You old. You old. Put it like that. You old. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna sound stupid. I'm gonna just say you old. That's it. But I ain't gonna cap. The way the show is so long. But back to what I was saying though. One Piece is about Monkey D. Luffy getting to his goal. And I ain't gonna lie. After seeing Luffy beat as many people that I seen him beat, I was like, yo, he's literally going around town taking names left and right. No one can beat this man. And then
His
Luffy,
goal.
yeah, that was his goal. His goal was what drove him to get to where he got. And said, hey, yo, I'm about that action. I don't know what you think. If you about to come over here and start talking to me, you know what? I'm not even gonna deal with you. Zero, handle that. Sanji, go get that. Usopp, go hide in the barrel. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was the people that he was with, and each person had a backstory. And their backstory, I wouldn't even consider it filler. It was literally the story. It was the story of him and his crew. And his crewmates had their own story to tell, and they filled that in for you. They let you know what everyone's goals were and how they got to them and how they was going to reach them. Exactly. As far as Luffy was the main character, yes. But his crew were also main characters, if that makes sense. They had their own story. You know, as the story progressed for Luffy, their story progressed. And their past caught up to them, and they had to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like Sanji. I don't know if people watch it or whatever.
One thing that you can take from almost every anime is always have a goal. They never let something try. Although there's been times where they lost their way, the end goal will always be the same. Never get deterred. That's how you should be in real life. Don't let anyone deter you or take you away from the goals you want to reach. Because the sky is the limit. Shoot your shot at life and you'll hit. You shoot and you'll hit one.
Yeah, that's basically what it kind of boiled down to at the end of the day. I ain't gonna cap. But as far as like how I explain, I'm gonna go into that more a little bit. Life is, it gives, like, life and anime are hand in hand when it comes to certain things. Like, if you're watching the correct anime and it intervene like how you think about life and all that, you got the correct anime. Like, if the anime leave you on the edge of your seat and you just want the next episode like real bad, like, then yeah, like, that's the anime for you. Some people out there won't give anime a try. I don't blame them. Everyone got an anime. My mom got an anime. She don't even watch anime like I watch anime. She had Sailor Moon. She watched Sailor Moon. She loved Sailor Moon. Will she watch any other anime? No. But she found her anime. You know what I'm saying? They just gotta take their time and look for it and find it and see what it is. I ain't gonna cap. I have nothing against watching live action shows. Alright? Lucifer, that's a good show. I don't know anything else.
I don't know anything else. There's a lot of good shows.
The
There's
Office.
like I know some people like Grey's Anatomy and
Yeah.
things like that, General Hospital and all that other stuff. But
Parks
like
and Rec.
I'm not gonna like. The problem is like I'm not gonna hate on you for watching that. Everybody got their own taste in what they like to watch. But there are some people who do like they're like ill watch anime and stuff like that without even giving it a try. And like everyone's done it before. Like you can't say everyone. Even me and Dino, we've both done it before where we've said, you do this like even without giving it a try. Just normal human stuff.
Yeah,
So
it's normal. It's a normal way of being. Now, that being said, it lit us. How I explain? I perfect. I got it. This whole time we were talking, I got it. Figured it out. Anime itself, when I was subjected to it, it lit a spark in me because at the time I was bored. Like when you're bored and you're really just like in your life, it's just like plain, if that makes sense. Not in a bad way. Like you do things that are fun and whatever and whatnot. But like when you just want, yeah, like when you want something new and something exciting and something that you can like get lost in instead of being in reality, if that makes sense. Like not like obsessed with it or nothing like that, like nothing weird. But like you can watch and be like, wow, like this is cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like if this is real, like this would be amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like how would you explain that, Sky? Like how would you bounce off that?
how would I explain like it's like the idea that like because every human have like this dream of grandeur, pretty much like I wish my life was yada yada yada, or I want to have this, like even from the time we were kids we have these dreams of grandeur, us playing like swords and having an imagination and things of that sort. So every human has that dream, they have that idea that their life is something more. And although all of us don't realize it, like we're pretty delusional when it comes to that. So when you can watch something that you can get yourself into, get lost in, and you can see someone else living out a large like and/or life, like satiates your illusions about like trying to be like something more than you are. Sounds like horrible to say, but it's very true.
I'm a leap off of what you're saying. Like basically what Sky mean is he don't mean like you wish your life was that thing that you wanted instead of what you have right now. He means as far as like that imagination as a child's imagination of
Exactly.
what he wants. You know what I'm saying? Like as a kid, I said, yeah, I want to be a scientist. I want do something cool. I want to create something because in a kid's mind, a scientist isn't like math and books. A scientist is like, oh, he invented things. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he just doing cool stuff. Like he a cool guy. He doing things or whatever. Or like, hey, I want to be a knight or a ninja or something. Like those are
Yeah.
kid responses when it comes to like, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a pirate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a child's imagination that fuels and what keeps your imagination alive when watching anime. Like when you watch anime, it gives you back your childhood's imagination of like, damn, like when Toonami first appeared to me, and it was that line, that crisp line of him saying, let's see that lineup. And he started talking about all these different shows and whatnot. And I started to see all this stuff. I saw seeing the spaceships, flying and all that, and the people fighting in the air. And I was like, wow. I was like, yo, that's crazy. I'm gonna watch all them Jones from start to finish. Watch every last one of them. Cause it was heat. It was the heat. It lit my imagination back into my body. Cause at the time I just lost it. I didn't have it no more. I was getting older. And then it gave it back to me in a very nice, suitable package of every Saturday night. So, I mean, that's what me and Sky are trying to convey to the conversation. Anime
Yeah.
isn't just a cartoon. Like, it's not necessarily a cartoon because cartoons don't got killing in it and they don't got cursing in it. Alright, I'm just put it like that. But as far as anime goes, anime gives you back your imagination. Alright, it gives you back your sense of feeling of being like, damn, like, I used to think like that, or like, damn, like I'd be really cool to be like that. And that's why some people,
Hmm.
they cosplay as their favorite character because they want to be that person. They don't want to be him like in reality, but you know, they get the chance, you know, dress as their favorite character, you know, go to Anime Con or Comic Con, you know what I'm saying? It's like you dress as, you know, the person that you adore more in the show, you know what I'm saying? And you show off, you know, your skills of being a cosplayer or whatever, or you show off your skills of how much you know about the character and how big of a fan you are about that person, you know what I'm saying? And it gives you
Yeah.
back your imagination, your creativity as a child would. A child's imagination and creativity literally bounds and leaps over any adult today, because a child's imagination is only as far as an adult will stop it. So like a child can literally have the most wildest imagination until an adult caps that imagination off and says, hey yo, that's not realistic, you know what I'm saying? Here's why anime gives you, anime, not even just anime, all right, not even just anime, shows in general that will give you back your imagination, or books that will give you back your imagination as a child. It'll be those shows. It'll be those things. Now the reason why I said the imagination is limitless until an adult caps it is because at some age adults go, hey yo, like you gotta start, you know, getting older, you know, being more mature and all that. You know, you gotta cut that out, you know, whatever you're doing. Like if you was raising your hands in the air for Goku, you know what I'm saying? You was giving him your energy. You wasn't really giving him your energy, but everybody did it. You know what I'm saying? If you watched it and you was into the show, you don't care if you wasn't really giving it to him. You was still giving it to him in your head.
Yeah.
It's the imagination like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you getting back what you you doing something that you know you're not really doing, but it's your imagination that's making you feel like you're doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And an adult goes, no, that's not realistic. Or if you pretend like you fighting or whatever, like you flying, whatever, you got powers, whatever, and the adult goes, no, you don't. They're correct in what they're saying. Yeah, it's not realistic. But at the time, you was just using your imagination. You was having fun. You know what I'm saying? There's time. Granted, there are times to have fun and there are times to be serious, and you don't want to mix the two, because then that leads to, you know, a problem as far as you not knowing when it's time to, you know, use your creativity and have fun, and time to actually be serious.
Yeah.
But as far as that is being said, some of y'all, when y'all got that cap, y'all never took the cap back off. Like y'all kept the cap on, if that makes sense. Y'all was so serious that y'all lost y'all ability to have fun, and it's sad because there would be times when like you'd be granted a time to go use your imagination and have fun, and you'd be like, no, I'm just getting my work done. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm gonna go to the bar.
yeah, like, or you know, you just be boring. And I'm not saying what you do is boring. I'm saying like if that's what you want to do and that's your way of having fun, go ahead, do you. But as far as that cap, you didn't take the cap off. So when people are trying to have fun with you and you go, no, that's kid stuff. No, I'm not doing that. You put the cap on. Now, granted, there's an age where keeping the cap on is okay, and I understand because you're an adult, you're old, and you doing it may seem weird. But at the same time, how weird really is it? Like, if you want to dance in the street, or that depends on the place. All right, if you want to dance in like New
Dance in
York,
the rain.
yeah, like you want to
Play in
dance
the
in the
rain,
rain,
man.
you're just playing in the rain. Like, yeah, you an adult, people gonna look at you weird, but at the end of the day, it's your life. I mean, if you want to dance in the rain,
Having fun.
you just having fun. Like, it's not nothing weird. You know, be like, damn, like, what the hell is he doing? But like, at the end of the day, like, it's just you having fun. You're not really doing nothing wrong. Bottom line is, know when to take off your cap and know when to put it back on. If you having fun, go ahead, take the cap off. As long as you're not doing nothing to hurt nobody else. So, all I'm gonna say there. That's all I'm gonna say. As long as you're not doing one of those two things, go ahead, take the cap off. Do you. If
Yeah,
you
man.
if you at a professional place, or you at like a public place, like a restaurant or something, you might want to keep the cap on a little bit. Keep it on a little bit, open it a little bit, goof off at the table, but don't go wild and start fucking around with the restaurant. Keep the cap on, keep the cap off, certain situations.
Yeah. There's like the play and work thing, and you got to separate the two. It happens. Like I know all of you. Like you've seen your parents do it. Or like your parents had all this energy at one time. They're like, yeah, let's go play outside, or and used to play with you, and then like the work got them, and they're like, yeah, they can't separate work and fun anymore. because they're too involved in doing whatever. There's also those people who care a lot of what other people think, and like they feel like their thoughts will have an impact on their life. But I'm gonna tell you from personal experience, man. Like, no, it's not. You want to go out and do what makes you happy. I'm gonna tell you this wholeheartedly. Do exactly what makes you happy. Whether it's watching anime, watching cartoons, playing outside, doing whatever it is that makes you happy, no matter what age you are, do what it is, man. Because one, only live once, and two, who's gonna stop you?
Yeah, you got a point. You got a point there. Like, for example, like some of y'all know who y'all are. Y'all parents got a majority hold of certain things that y'all can do, and there's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, you're gonna become an adult and be on your own. You're gonna have to make non-parent decisions. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna turn out however you turn out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying,
Mhm.
Sky? Like, you get what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, like they made most of your decisions, but now it's time for you to make your decisions. Like, what makes you happy? What do you want to do? What type of job do you want? Do you want to go to school? Do you not want to go to school? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the
yeah,
end of the day, those things affect you. They don't affect your parent. They don't affect nobody else. Those decisions affect you and what you want to do. Because at the end of the day, you paying student loans. You paying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you giving to me. You're
yeah,
making these decisions. Yeah, they might, be upset if you don't take that route. Or yeah, they might be a little bit, upset if you don't take that certain job. But at the end of the day, it's what you want to do. So I think the bottom line of this year, or I guess for us, because tomorrow's literally New Year's Eve. But for the message that we give y'all for this year is when this next year hit, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like, that's it. That's basically it. Do you. Unless you're not an adult. Unless you're not an adult. Unless you're not an adult.
yeah.
If
Unless you're not
you
an adult,
if
we're
you
not gonna
15,
condone all
16, I dare y'all to talk back to your mom. See how fast you get.
that.
If you
Oh
17,
man.
if you 18, 19, do you. You above those ages, go do what you want to do.
Mhm.
But if you below that age, shut your ass up. Don't say nothing.
And I guess as a closing statement, I would say you know uh have goals. Don't lose track of the goals you want to. Goals can change now and forever. What makes you happy, and do it what's best for you. At the end of the day, no one knows you like you. On that note, I'm Sky P.
I'm Donald Diggs for that matter. And we just walk on to 2021, I guess.